Hey everyone, good night on this stormy. Joining you very soon. Just got to move in position. I hope you're all doing well and thank you for being here in the first place. So, just gonna get this started. So it took a little while. I hope it's a little blurry. I don't know why that is. It's something, it's kind of weird, but trying to get the streaming a little bit better quality. It should be like in HD, but guess YouTube is not having that happen then. I'm trying to fix this, like get the image quality a bit up, but I don't want to mess things up too much. Well, sorry, it is what it is then. I'm just gonna be joining you guys. See if I can move some stuff a little so that I can see what's going on in the chat room. It's always a bit of a trick for me to get that stuff going. Like trying different setups. So, right, here I am. Not sure if I'm even visible because tonight I am painted completely, like almost completely black. There's a reason for that, which I will explain. First, I'm just gonna go as it is. Let's see who's in the chat room already. Hi, I see Ali is there. Hey, Malcolm. And who else? I see John, Lucia. Hey, guys. Oh, yeah, I see myself like on the screen right now. I'm pretty black. Yeah. It's exciting for me. This is something, yeah, it's new. Never done that before. So there's a reason for it, which I will start to explain, which is why I'm doing this video exactly, because it has to do with a certain tradition that is pretty much dying right here. So, well, first of all, I'm just gonna light some candles. First one is for King Paimon, as he always is, my trusted mediator. And the rest are just a few other spirits as well that I just, if I'm gonna have some festivities going on, I do not want want to leave any spirits out. So we're probably just gonna take on a little smaller roll, I'd say, that they're gonna be here. So yeah. And this is also why it took me a while to get started. Just getting myself to look this way just took a little more time than usual. So I'm gonna offer them something to drink as well. And this is just gonna be one huge party. So, as the title says, tonight is it's the night of the wild hunt. And I made like a few posts about this on Facebook, but traditionally on this night, we call it Sinterklaas basically, but it's kind of a Christianized tradition. Um, I'm not gonna dive too much into the history, I think, but maybe I should. I don't know. Um, Traditionally, um, we would worship Wodan or Odin on this night, and a lot of people have forgotten about that. Now, Odin but they're the same beings. Odin and Wodan, they're just different names for from slightly different cultures. So we call them Wodan here, and he would have these black helpers, either his ravens or his black spirits that were always with him, that would gather information for him as well, report back to kind of what's going on Earth, and it's been kind of translated into, well, black people painting their faces black as a tradition for that. Odin has his ravens. Some of you are probably familiar with that. That's kind of like basically what I'm trying to represent here, is, I'd say, the personification of these ravens. And these black helpers, these black beings that are not it has nothing to do with a person of African origins. It's not even supposed to be a human. That's kind of the thing. And part of why I'm making this video is to kind of remind people that not everything is racism, or it's not meant to mock any specific, because this was already done. The pictures that it was already there before colonial times. So and right now there's this big debate that this person or this representation is racist because to outsiders it looks like blackface, but that is a much later, much more recent character, and these black spirits were already around probably even before humanity existed. So yeah, it has nothing to do with trying to dress as an African person, because it's not even supposed to be a human at all. And that's what I'm hoping to sort of send that message, send that energy, maybe keep this tradition alive, and educate with my version of this. So I'm going to move aside a little bit, and first of all, maybe I should actually start. I'm going to start with, I'm not going to start with lighting the candle. I'm going to start with something else. I'm going to paint this later on. This is also the reason why I should not have painted my hands before taking this paper, because there's black handprints all over. So what these beings would do, you know what, I'm gonna change I'm forming this ritual as it is. because I really want to pay more attention to these black beings. I got them a black candle, especially for them, and I have been communicating with them in the form of the ravens, basically. But I mean, for this ritual, in order to ask them what they want, because basically it's a feast for them as well. I'm lighting their candle first, because they're the scouts. They go first. They go in front. Whether it's the ravens or the black spirits, that they're kind of both the same thing, but they go in front and scout the area and report back with information. So here's to them. Now, as you all know, I made a few posts on Facebook allowing everyone the opportunity to take part in this. So I have here the list of people who are taking part in this ritual, or like I am giving the offerings on their behalf. So this is it's kind of makeshift, because this was very much like a last minute idea. So what these black spirits would do is they would gather around, hang above the chimney or the holes, like the smoke holes, and they would eavesdrop and gather information about what everyone's been up to and report back to Odin. So Odin would have this book with names of good people and bad people. Now, in our more recent, like the Christianized version, it would be Black Pete, as this character is called, Zwarte Piet. Just seeing what everyone is doing all year, and all the bad kids would be taken in a bag and taken to Spain. And yeah, they would keep the names in the book. So right now, this is going to be a book, sort of, with your names in it, of everyone who is participating in this. So it says here, not sure if you can see it, I made a list. So this is to Odin, Sleipnir and his black helpers. It's a gift from Ginny Paden. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, I'm sorry, but I know who you are, that's what counts. Matthew Köhler, Nina Odinson, Frater Zozo, Shelley Verhofstadt, Tisha Lynn Hanover, Broccoli Chan, Chris Stoddart, Marvin Sylvia, John Vermillion, MQ Macabre, April Langford, Dave Oliver, Ali Brody and Roy Bear. So these are your names, and this is I'm going to decorate this maybe tonight, maybe later on, but first of all I want to actually give the offerings. I've got this should have been a jute bag, actually, that would be more fitting. It's kind of that's some part of the tradition as well, to have this jute bag full of gifts. So I'm gonna be just sharing some more info as I go. I'm kind of doing this. Yeah, I'm like, it's not like I have a text prepared. So these are what we call papernoten. They're kind of like, I'm not sure if you can see this here. They are kind of like tiny cookies mixed with spices. And when I asked them what they want, and they said we want papernoten, it's just it made sense immediately, because that is what the character Black Pete, what Zwarte Piet is. He throws these around. When he walks in front, he just throws them around, and it's kind of like bird feed in that sense. So here is that part for them. I will be giving more if the space on the plate allows it. Let me see how that goes. I kind of wanted to give them a shared plate, like, you know, festive things. This might be a very long night. I have no idea how long I'm gonna be shooting this, or I might continue off camera. Never know. Let me see, where's my opener? They asked for a different beer actually, but sadly that particular beer was not the delivery was too late, so that sucks, but that's life, happens. So I got them a substitute for now. Tomorrow they'll be, or like when the beer arrives, they'll be getting the correct beers. So next up, it's for the horse. Using a white candle, as traditionally the horse is white, and as what's happening? Oh, there it is. Back up. That was pretty cool. Almost went out, but there it is. As traditionally the horse, Odin's horse, on this wild hunt, Odin's horse would be the only white horse, where the others were all black. So he would stand out this way. Now, and we do still depict him like Saint Nicholas riding on a white horse through the sky and over the roofs. Now, I'm trying to open this. I got here, it's another traditional thing. It's what we give to each other as gifts. On this night, we give each other chocolate letters. With the first letter of your name. So you give that to each other. So yeah, as is fitting for Odin's horse. So this is for you. I hope it's not gonna melt too much, and I hope I do have enough space still. As next up will be for Odin himself, of course, kind of the man of the hour. Well, not really actually. I mean, I'm doing this for all of them. go. So you can hear the wind is roaring. It's literally roaring behind me. So, what I got for Odin, it's not very traditional actually, it's just something he asked for. Oh, I forgot the beers, that's stupid. Anyway, I got him walnuts. And I don't know why, it's just, yeah, it's what he asked, so here it is, walnuts for Odin. It looks nice. Now there's a beer for the horse. They say horses like beer too. It's good for them. And a beer for Odin. It's weird, I just noticed I'm not using any sigils or whatsoever. And I guess it's just that because this has been in preparation for so long, I suppose it's just already, they already know like what is for them and how it's gonna be, because I think they've been instructing me on how to do this. So this is the offerings, and there's more in the bags here. I just hope they'll enjoy it. There's one more that I'd like to give, but I'm not sure how it's gonna fit in. They asked me for these sort of sausages, and I'm a vegetarian, so I did have a big problem with that. But that doesn't even open. I did some thinking, and decided that it's probably for a good reason that they asked me for that. So I got it for them anyway. Now these are usually they should be put in the oven, but I don't have a working oven right now, so that's it's just gonna be raw. I don't even know if I have anything to open them with. That's stupid. Well, maybe this is just gonna have to wait. I mean, it's here. Like, yeah. They know it's theirs. So, let me see if there's anything going on in the chat room. I'm not sure if I can see it. There are some people, I see some messages are not, I cannot access the chat room right now, but I see some messages are being, I mean, I cannot access, like, do anything with the mouse because I don't have access to my mouse right now. But I see some people's messages are being filtered out, and I think that has to do with something like using swear words or something. So I'm not doing that. That's YouTube doing that. Anyway, yeah, I was kind of hoping that it would refresh itself. So for now, just gonna let you guys enjoy the energies, and if you wish to get in contact with any of these beings, I'd say now is your chance, and go along with it, especially for the ones who are part of it, whose names are included. Um, by all means, join in, tag in, tap in, whatever. Do what you. If there's anything that you feel like you could be doing to honor any of these three in your own way, do it. Have fun, and I'm just gonna try see if I can explain a little more about this night. So yeah, as you can hear, there's the storm going still, and it's kind of interesting that that happens right now because um, this wild hunt was basically it was like a storm, a stormy night, and there's different traditions about that all throughout Europe or in the Germanic regions at least. And here, basically, we would welcome them in, the spirits that take part in this wild hunt. And I think it's kind of like a big clearing or cleaning. Um, in some way, some versions there would be different spirits leading it, but in this one it's about Wodan or Odin. And so every year we would celebrate like on the night from the 5th to the 6th of December would celebrate this wild hunt, and give gifts, small offerings to um, to these spirits. Now, usually that would be by leaving something. We would leave something in our shoes by the chimney for Black Pete to come and pick them up. Usually it would be a gift for the horse, like carrots or fruits, vegetables, things that horses like. That's what they would usually leave, and it would get picked up, and in return, a small present. They would find a small present in their shoes the next morning, and then on the night of on this night on the 5th of December, people just gather around and give each other presents. But to kids, it's kind of like Santa Claus. It's our version of Christmas, exchanging gifts or just getting a whole lot of gifts, but also there's just a lot of the candy that we eat right now. It's kind of like leftovers from what would be offered to Odin in ancient times, such as like I said, like this kind of represents the bird food, I suppose, for the ravens. That might be maybe that's maybe that's something I just started right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm starting a new tradition, in a way. But so yeah, things like animal offerings. Animal offerings would be made, but of course, we don't do that anymore. So it's became like sugar or chocolate animals, things like that. Um, would be what we're eating like, yeah, kind of as holiday candy. Um, yeah, what else? We might just go and paint, or I'm just gonna give that book the right color. I just realized I totally didn't finish my story. See, there you go with unscripted. So, like this wild hunt, like, I'm totally probably very incoherent right now. It's just, I don't know, it's been a wild night, that's for sure. But, so, yeah, the wild hunt and the stormy weather, you know, Wodan or Odin would go out and hunt, probably go out and hunt souls or whatever. They would take souls in their bags um, as they went hunting. And so on the 5th of December, he would be ready, like come back from the big hunt, and would kind of share the gifts from the hunt in a way. That's kind of where the gifts come, and he would be welcomed with offerings, and it's interesting that these things actually come back in songs that we still sing. Um, like certain lines of songs saying like basically like welcoming them back in. Like my Dutch friends will understand. Like makker staakt uw wild geraas. It actually means friends or comrades. Comrades, stop your wild hunt, your wild rage, and come feast with us. Come join us, and you know the hunt is over. Come in, and also things like songs about Saint Nicholas or Wodan, as he's Christianized. Um, Having to brave the storms, the harsh weathers, the cold, and kind of like, yeah, would he make it through? It's sort of encouraging, and yeah, he will make it through because he knows we're waiting for him, and he will be welcomed. And yeah, that's kind of why it's really funny that there's a storm going on outside right now. Yeah, I just had a little. I had some storms to conquer myself as well. Before doing this whole ritual, I was met with just a lot of resistance. And at some point, I wanted to cancel it all. And I was not feeling well, I was having headaches and all sorts of things. The offerings not being delivered by the mail. And yeah, I thought like maybe I shouldn't be doing this then. And then, so I went to the supermarket at the very last minute. I had to rush, like really run. And it was already storming and it was so cold, and I was like, oh, I hate this. And then I thought of that song, that particular song that we sing, or that the children sing, about Saint Nicholas braving the storms, and that he will come anyway because we're waiting. And it's in Dutch. It's called "Hoor de wind waait door de bomen." Means hear the wind blowing or raging through the trees. So as I was like about to give up, like yeah, but I went anyway. I just went to just, and I arrived at the store, and they are playing over the speakers. They are playing exactly that song, and that was such an amazing moment. Like I gotta do this. Like there was such a confirmation that they got my back in this, and this is gonna go well. This is gonna happen. I don't know. I got like almost got tears in my eyes. It's been because this has been so. Yeah, it's something that's been so important for me in a way. Um, so yeah, I was just really felt really really good to have that confirmation, and then on top of that, everything that almost everything except the walnuts, but still, everything else that I wanted to buy, all the seasonal candy, the things that I'm offering here, all of it was 50% off because it was near closing time. So I was like, wow, this it's meant to be. It's meant to happen. And I think in particular, I mean, Odin has his base, has his I mean, he of course can use this. This is his stage as well, but he has his following. Um, he has his energy spread quite well. He has a very strong presence on Earth. Very a lot of influence. So yeah, he's very strong, but the ravens that I'm doing this, I'm. It's most like I'm mostly do. It's mostly like I'm doing this for them, the most, as they have been very eager to talk. Um, and where was I going? You see there. It'll get back to me where I was going. So yeah, this is kind of for them and for the whole it's I'm representing them being dressed like this, kind of being it feels honorable, like being their spokesperson, talking about them, telling about what they do, hopefully helping my own people remind um, maybe that this is not a racist thing, and this is a tradition that is not used to represent humans, but remembering the old gods, the old ways, because a lot of Dutch people sadly don't even know about this. Maybe I don't think a lot of Dutch people watch my channel, but let's let's see if the energies that I'm calling forth on this night, if their presence already might help people remember, as everyone is probably in bed right now and had their bellies full. Maybe who knows? They might go and visit. Everyone like here, who's been celebrating, probably been in some sort of festive mood. As you can see, I'm just sort of doing some things with the book right now. Not even sure what these colors are. I thought I picked purple, but this is black. So yes, this is, it's about Odin, but it's also very much about the ravens and the black spirits. And I think with some recent discoveries, I'd say, if Odin had a demonic name as well, well, let's just say I see a lot of similarities between these ravens and, for instance, the Watchers, and how Azazel appeared to me looking like this, with the black skin like that, but like pitch black. Only difference is that, well, he was male, of course, so that makes a difference, but yeah, the horns, I don't have horns. Yet. Not sure why I just said that. I knew this night would, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit of a vessel for them right now. Not a vessel because I don't actually I don't want possession, but yeah, spokesperson representing them. Funny part is I don't know how this painting is going to look either, because I can't see it, but that makes it more interesting. I kind of feel like by wearing this black paint I transformed myself, which is very interesting because I've never done this before. I hope you're all still having a good time there. I have no idea on when this is finished or not, or how long to keep going. Might want to direct some energies as well. As soon as this book is done. probably get like a surprise in the morning when I see what I just made. Maybe if anyone is perceiving, is good at perceiving spirits and already knows some of these, you may be perceiving Thor and Loki as well. Could happen. Um, as they often come along with Odin. So, big chance that they're here. I kind of think Loki is helping me paint this. He does that. And actually, well, Loki is my mediator right now. And I might reveal some stuff as I'm painting. And that is that very likely, according to my personal gnosis, Loki and King Paimon are aspects of the same beings. That sounds very out there, I know, but it makes a whole lot of sense. The moment he showed me that, like he showed my friend, I'm not going to be able to talk too much about personal experiences of other people, but basically it's been confirmed by several people as he said things to me simultaneously while Loki was saying exactly the same things to someone else at the very same moment. That's when I started putting some things together, and I know some people are opposed to combining beings, but on the other hand, it's not like I'm actively. It is interesting to do so, but it's not like it's not even. It is so out there. Basically, that they're not, King Paimon and Loki are not even the same archetypes. That's why it's so interesting. But they have they have the same energy, the same. They're truly different faces of the same being, like different expressions. As King Paimon is not really a trickster type being, and he has some other aspects where he's very honest, known for his honesty and for his good and kindness. So he needs that Loki aspect to express. Loki is almost like it's a very good example of an expression of and why these spirits have these different expressions like that to just like humans have these different we have different incarnations, different egos to express and to live different things, to live different lives, different perspectives. So with spirits and their aspects, it's kind of the same thing like that. They have these aspects to express, to live different, different forms and ways of existence and different tasks, different jobs. So that's the mistake that a lot of, well, this is my opinion, of course. So not saying not saying everyone else is wrong and stuff, but yeah. So mistake was a bit of a bad, was a wrong word to use. Sorry for that. Don't mean to offend anyone, as everyone has their own experience, especially when it comes to spirits. So it's not a mistake. Anyway, um, but what a lot of people do is they combine spirits based on that they are very similar, similar archetypes and similar things that they represent within a pantheon. But that is not the same as having the same energy. um, and why exactly? I mean, it happens, of course, that they have the same. I mean, I guess it can happen that they have the same role in several pantheons, but why would they create different aspects, just doing the same thing? I think spirits too want to explore that difference and want to explore the the spectrums of light and dark. Um, it's not only because they need balance, of course, but also they're looking for experiences and they're looking to learn, just as we are doing. So it would be almost useless for them to just be the same everywhere. Looks like this is interesting. Look, I don't know how this particular mark right here. There's some sort of symbol right here, and I don't remember putting it there. So I'm gonna see how that turns out. Well, there's no music as I usually do. As I don't know, I was not prepared to be doing this. I didn't know I was gonna be drawing stuff. And this is all on behalf of everyone who joined in. So you guys might be having some weird dreams tonight. Who knows? Um, so I should add, Odin is very, very strong, and he does well. He can basically enter any realm. So sort of doesn't have to play by any rules like that. I mean, not the type of rules that you would expect from, I don't know, sorcerers or stuff like that. I don't care much for that either. As you see, I don't use circles and all that. I think if you come at that with that sort of stuff at Odin, he's gonna be pissed off, and yeah, he's not gonna like that. Um, yeah, I can talk a bit about him a little bit more if you got any questions. Um, what I noticed is that Odin likes to take his time, and he wants you to take your time as well. there is no such thing as rushing with him. You don't rush with Odin. That's just not good. Um, and if you do, he's gonna stop you in his tracks. Yeah, or I mean, he's gonna stop you in your tracks. But yeah, he is like. I'd say you should treat him as your favorite grandpa. Sort of, with that sort of respect. Sit with him, drink a beer with him, drink meat with him, and listen to his stories. He has a lot of stories to tell. I'm sure, certainly not done listening to all of them, as I haven't been working with him for a very long time either. But he's a pretty great guy. And has a lot. He can teach a lot. He is a light bearer too. He's a teacher. Basically, he is one of the Lucifers in that sense, as he is a light bearer. But yeah, he does demand a certain level of respect, and that is his right to do so. But there's typical rushed. If you're gonna be rushed and you think you're gonna like do something real fast, he's not gonna like you very much, and it's also just not going to work. I wonder if it's kind of visible what I'm doing here. I should add that this is kind of this painting. It's like capturing the essence of this night, I suppose. I wonder if it's possible for these black spirits to just come here and use this as a base and enter people's homes at night, right now, as they're sleeping. Yeah, enter their, like, spread their energy and just remind them, plant some seeds into the minds of people to remember their culture. That's what that's a big purpose of this video, actually. Just for them to not be forgotten, to be remembered, and hopefully more people will start picking up on this. Maybe even people that I don't know, and maybe people in the neighborhood, people that are around here, um, catching the vibes, who knows, and for these spirits to use this instant, this moment, this place as a sort of jump, or like a base, a step up to jump from, and do what they have to do to be remembered, and keep their energy anchored if they wish to do so. You can see the black candle is also burning up much, much faster than the others. You hear this deafening silence? It's gone now. The depth. That's Odin's presence, for sure. So here it is. going to add my own name as well. I'm just saying this out loud. I'm thanking them, all of these three parties, um, for their gifts to humanity, for their gifts, their help, and their guidance. And every one of them has a role in that. If it's even through correction, discipline, um, we grow. So that is needed too, and that is also to be respected. And the boogeymans, it's kind of needed to keep us in check at times. Sometimes to kind of guide us into the right directions. So that too is guidance. So yeah, thank you for that, and thank you for everything else. There's too much to sum up, but they know. So for sharing the information, for teaching, for protecting. I mean, Odin pretty much If he protects the nine realms, he protects our realm as well. So this is a thanks for that. And you may all, everyone who is part of this, well, you just do whatever you want, tell them whatever you want to tell them. I'd say now would be a good moment for that, even if you're watching this at a later time. Um, by all means, add in um, your own message to them, what you want to tell them, what you would like to thank them for. I'm not respecting and I'm not expecting anything in return. They know that this is to celebrate them, to give to them, uh, not not a petition. That's something I made clear before. Like this is not a way of asking them for anything. It's just pampering them a little bit as they deserve it. So I think that part is done. What is left is to feast. And let's see. I'm gonna have another try. I'm getting just my mouse a little closer, maybe. No, that's not possible. Yeah, this part of the ritual is done. And I wish I could take a picture of how this looks. That kind of sucks that I cannot do that right now, as if I move the camera any closer, I'm gonna give it a try and just see how this works out. See, I cannot. I can only read the chat room if I'm all the way here. Let me see. Just getting back on your messages. Oh, this can work actually. You guys can just enjoy. Now you can see what's going on behind there, and I'm just getting back at everyone here. Because I do want this to be interactive. Just reading back a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel. I don't know how to make posts on YouTube yet, so yeah, I made this a little. I planned this ahead a little bit, and I made a deadline because I wasn't sure on what exactly to expect, offering wise. So that's a bit. Yeah, sorry for that. Let me see what else is there. I'm just taking my good old time here, if you don't mind. After all, this is a good stage for the spirits themselves to just show themselves as they wish, if they wish. Let's see. Trauga man. Oh, I see. Roy with a new name. ICBB. If you have anyone who's watching right now has any questions or comments, um, ask them right now. Hey Ethan, you can just do that, and I'll see. Maybe I can even like channel some questions or channel some answers to some things. Who knows? I wish I could. I wish the camera would be allowing me to take pictures, but it's not. If you can see what I'm seeing right now, is that suddenly the flame of the black, the ravens, has become smaller, and now the white candle for the horse is bigger. So I'm going to keep this, keep the stage, keep the attention to this little altar right here for a while, as this whole ritual, it's developing as it is, like on the go. I'm going to wait for the horse's flame to be done as well, and for Odin to light up too, to sort of grow in the same manner. See if that happens. And wait for him to have his moment as well. Because right now I think it's the horse's moment. Letting him do his thing. Well, I remain in the background. I think that's the best idea for now. It sucks that it's not streaming in HD. It's not streaming in the same quality as that I'm seeing it on my camera right now. So that's why I'm trying to just stay out of view for a bit. I'm still in the same room, by the way, just behind the camera, so. Droga man about Blackbeat. This is a Dutch tradition. Um, I can tell you a bit more about it. Um, it's um, well, maybe I was a bit like not haven't given enough information, like background information before the video, but here in the Netherlands, we do it like the way that I'm dressed. You can see my face right now, but we paint our faces black to represent as Blackbeat. So Blackbeat is basically the it's his name. We call him Zwarte Piet. Zwarte Piet. He comes with Saint Nicholas, who's basically a Christian version of Wodan. I cannot send any pictures of that right now because I don't know if that's possible, like through the chat or something. But it's a tradition. Basically, where in the U.S. you have Santa Claus, for Christmas, we have Saint Nicholas and his black helpers called Zwarte Piet or Black Piet. And what a lot of people forgot the true origins of that and how it's a Christianized version of how we used to worship Wodan. So that's kind of what I'm doing here right now. Helping people remember, spreading the truth about that history. In recent years, like mostly after Christianization and colonization, this Blackbeat, influenced by culture of course, became sort of dressed like a Moorish, or depicted like a Moorish servant. Not a slave, but a servant. And in these times it was not uncommon. These Moorish people were black and they were merchants and often traveled along. They would travel along with like bishops, and basically Saint Nicholas was a bishop. So, but the way he's depicted right now, it's indeed kind of close to how blackface looks, and that's an effect of Christian culture, making them look like humans instead of black spirits, kind of trying to wipe that out and say no, this is not, Saint Nicholas is not a representation of Wodan. He is a Christian saint, even though he has a long white beard and a big golden staff, and he rides his white horse through the sky, and so the black spirits around him became basically black African Moorish humans, and that's one of the many lies that's being spread to keep us down and keep us from connecting to the ancient gods. So that, like I said at the beginning, that's why I painted my face black, because this whole tradition of dressing up as Blackbeat, Zwarte Piet, is it's in danger, because people understandably see this as racism, but it's not. And because A lot of people don't know the true history behind it. I was lucky. I was lucky that I had a good history teacher who taught. I was taught these things in school. This connection between Odin and Saint Nicholas and the ravens and Blackbeard. I was taught this in school, but a lot of people are not so lucky, and they learn the Christian version of that, and they don't know any better than that it's about a holy, a Catholic saint and his helpers from Africa. And that's why they don't even know how to defend that tradition, because they don't even know that background. So that's, I'm just kind of doing this to help spread that energy, maybe plant some seeds subconsciously to the viewers, anyone who's watching this. It's maybe it's not even my own, not people that are part of my own regular audience. Who knows? Who knows who gets to see this and maybe gets them thinking, and yeah, see see how it works out. And on the other hand, if this tradition is going to die, then so be it, because traditions come and go. But I would like, I want the spirits behind it to have a voice, to have a say in it as much as possible. So, yeah. Uh, yeah, Droga man, you're right. Santa Claus is probably an English version of Saint Nicholas. It's not just the Dutch, actually. I think Germans have a version of him too. I learned recently, like yesterday, that the Black Piet, what we call Zwarte Piet, has a name in Scandinavia as well these days. So it's definitely not, it's not just a Dutch thing, actually. It's just that I think over here is where the whole, like this is a holiday here. 5th of December, it's always been like the return of Odin from the Wild Hunt, became Christianized as Saint Nicholas coming here with the gifts. And I think from all of Europe, over here it's where it's still celebrated the strongest. We have big festivities, we have parades, everything. Um, it's a big national holiday, and it's bigger than Christmas, actually. So, Christmas is kind of taking over right now. But yeah, I should have. Like, usually, you do these things with your friends and family. You play games and it, yeah, exchange gifts and stuff like that. But right now, I've given up that night and sharing it with the spirits. Let them have a feast, and making these offerings on other people's behalf. So, hey Tisha and CB, I'm not sure if a black mask would work and if it makes that any different. I think people should realize, especially in this day and age when everyone is so on edge about what could pass, about political correctness. Um, just to keep in mind that, um, well, yes, I'm just saying I'm not racist or whatsoever at all. Like, none of that. Um, but not every expression. Even, I mean, as I painted my face black, I was trying to represent an otherworldly being and not another human, but I'm bound to this human form, so limited to that. Um, Painting your skin black is probably the closest way to resemble and to represent that being. Um, where was I going? Yeah, it's just not every expression um, trying to look a certain way. It's not all just because maybe it looks like a certain group of people doesn't mean that it has to represent those people. Ethan Ross, yeah. Well, don't get me like I'm not even sure if you type these sort of things even in the chat room, it's gonna flag stuff. So I don't know how that sort of things work. I don't want to be in trouble for this. It's the exact opposite. I'm trying to explain the tradition respectfully without disrespecting. So, oh, you got a mask. Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, I got this makeup. It starts to feel weird, but it definitely feels like a transformation. I felt like a different person for a while, for sure. I think I might just pose for the camera with how I drew Azazel and show you guys how similar that looks. And who knows I might choose. I can understand now, like in some cultures, especially the more nature cultures that are in touch with nature, you see people wearing body paints and stuff and masks, but I can definitely see that use now, how that's just looking at myself in the mirror. I look so, I don't know, different. Drauga man, to be honest, I just felt the need to. Well, this T-shirt has been in my closet for a few years, and I've never worn it before, and I felt now is the time to wear it. So I don't know. Maybe I've never worked with Frau Holle. We uh, we know her here too. We know the stories about her, and that she's also Hella. Yeah, Frau Holle, we call her that. We have the stories here as well, but who knows? Maybe she wanted to be represented. Maybe I'm subconsciously representing her, and maybe that's why I chose this shirt. I don't know. It could be. So that's a very interesting information there. Hey, Lily Rain. Thank you. It sucks that I can't be in front of the camera and read the chat room at the same time, but I'm just gonna try and show you guys something. I have to make some moves. Maybe the quality will be better once I. Look at that. It's a very tight space here. Maybe the quality will be better once once the video is completely uploaded and rendered and stuff. So this right here, look, that's Azazel, and here's me. I mean, But yeah, I think we look quite similar. it's I think it's pretty cool. I made this painting like I think 2 years ago, something like that. So yeah, I wonder if I should if I can get like make a selfie this way. I can always just do that, you know. I got a whole lot of this face, a whole lot of this body paint left, so I can just do more of this stuff off season. It doesn't have to be 5th of December for that. I mean, the Ravens and the Watchers are always gonna be around, but this him manifesting to me this way is why I thought there's a connection between Odin's ravens and the Watchers, because Odin's ravens are his eyes, I'd say. Um, they are his Watchers. And this is gonna be very arrogant to say, maybe. I don't mean to be like that, but in a way, collecting for the names of the people who want to take part. Maybe I was a little bit of a little bit of a watcher in that sense, like, or not a watcher, but yeah, reporting who wants to take part, who wants to connect. It's part of probably part of what that energy sort of does. I think scouts ahead for Odin, see what's going on, and just like I did so with the book, right here with everyone's name in it, reporting back to him, reporting what's the yeah, reporting who's being good to him. That doesn't mean that if you're not in this book, if your name is not in there, of course, that doesn't mean that he won't connect to you whatsoever. Chances are that after seeing this video, that if you feel inclined to connect with him, or he likes, or he's interested, or any of the other spirits that are around here, that you know, it might get a boost in their connection as well. So yeah, but that's Azazel for you. Let's see if there's anything more. Gonna move out of view again. Oh, this candle's dripping. Oh, Ethan, you saw a horn on me? That's cool. Yeah, who knows? I said that, I think earlier on. I said, yeah, I don't have my horns yet. I don't know why I said yet. Or maybe I do have horns, who knows? Like my higher self or something. If your name is Donder, get ready for call. Yeah. It's definitely this is something. I'm not even sure what this is yet, but it's something. The preparations, the whole this whole day, but also how some people have already reported to me. They came to me like a few days ago. Like they were telling me thanks for the ritual because I feel this and that. Um, why did something weird just happen? Hmm. I see. I'm watching, kind of watching what happens on the screen. On like. Oh wait, it's already. Ah, never mind. Just thought I saw something weird. Anyway, looks like there's a big lag. It's a big, very big delay. Thank you, Ethan. I hope they like it, yeah. I think it's kind of about time to just call it a day. Maybe. Anyone else wants to say something? I mean, it's. I had the intention. What do you guys think? Maybe I should wait till at least the smaller candles here burn out. But King Paimon's candle is going very, very fast. The others not so much. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm honestly like it could take like a few minutes to burn out, or it could still take a couple of hours. So, yeah, I'm gonna ask the audience that are watching right now, should I wait for the first candle to blow out and keep streaming live, or just knock it off right now and just see? I'm gonna wait for your answers. The candles of this on the table over there are not going out anytime soon. Yeah, the white one is still going very bright. It's going very fast. It actually has a hole in it now. I need to watch that. It's probably ruining my table, but that is fine. Yeah, it's just that I'm kind of running out of things to say, so I hope it's not boring anyone. But on the other hand, this is also a ritual for the ones whose name is involved, so yeah, I should probably keep streaming that, and no matter how long it's going to be. Hey Jenny! Ah, you missed it. But your name is in there, so. Does Black Pete have anything to do with Krampus? Yeah, I think he does, probably. Yeah, it's probably kind of done, but I'm not entirely sure. And if I'm not sure, that means it's better to keep going with these kind of things. It's better to keep going with just a little bit too long rather than cut them off. I don't want to cut them off. And I see Odin's candle is about to. It's kind of waiting for a sign. That's what I usually do. I don't want to. If this is still their energies at work, I don't want to cut them off. And I think I'm just going to join them in and grab a beer myself. I can do that right now because the most part of the ritual is done. I don't know. The incense is done. But I usually don't drink during rituals, but my part, I did my part basically in this. So I can I can chill out now. I wonder if this paint is gonna come off. That's the other challenge that I'm gonna be facing soon. But I'm probably not the only one here in the Netherlands that is going to be like traces of black paint the next day. It's staying on remarkably well. I should have put them on coasters. It's very typical how I put the candles of some of the other spirits. I put them out of view, just well, to put it a bit roughly, maybe, because the stage is for these guys. But yeah, it's interesting how once again King Paimon is showing the most that he's here and he's mediating, he's working, he's doing his thing. Like his candles burning up real quick. It's very interesting how big that flame in the middle is. Yeah, it's time for me. I think it's pretty much done. Just having a look what you guys are talking about. Oh, Lily Rain, you keep hearing birds? Yeah, that makes sense. It might be the storm outside too. And yes, Ginny, it is also the black stuff is also related to the chimney, as according to old lores, the spirits that would hang around the chimney and the smoke holes um, were black um, because of the smoke and because of yeah, they would spend time in the chimneys the whole nights, days. Um, so they were blackened by fire. Hey Nina. Oh, you guys, you missed it all. Anyway, you're in it too. Yeah, with the Azazel portrait, that was I didn't expect that either. Like I was seeing myself and the picture of Azazel in the camera. I was like, what the fuck? Wow. Yeah, last year. That's when I did that thing last year, and then I thought, that kind of sparked the idea to go full on black, black face paint, black. It's not even. It's not just my face. I painted my hands to kind of feel like Kali right now. You should see my hands. Like there. It's all black. Black hands. Everything. Yeah. I made this weird decision, and I'm just going to leave this till King Paimon's candle is done, as he's my mediator, and he can tell me like when it's time, and they're all done, when they've all done their thing. And as this has been a night or day of perseverance and going against, let's say, my own odds, or wanting to give up and then going through anyway. So I'm just gonna leave this here and maybe just walk around the house. Like, I might just be up doing other stuff, whatever. But I'm going to leave this here for everyone to just watch, see how it develops and how it goes till King Paimon's candle is done. That's what I'm gonna do. Ginny, he loves the eye for knowledge, um, and wisdom. He gave it up for that, and what I learned from working with him is that um, he has his normal eye, I'd say, to look and to watch, and his blind eye, that's the eye he uses to see. And I learned about this as I was making a portrait of him for someone. That portrait is not here anymore, of course, but I really enjoyed working with him on that. So what's yeah, he showed me that. He was very generous about that, like explaining about his eye. And I saw him with this one normal eye, and the other eye was like beaming light, had beaming light coming from it. So it was, and that was in a dream, so it was very, very, very vivid and very beautiful. And I definitely incorporated that into that specific portrait, which, yeah, I cannot show you that because it's not here, but yeah, it just it was very nice. Ginny, that's interesting. You had that dream. I mean, I've been working with his ravens after all, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe it relates to this ritual, as you're talking about blackbirds. So, blackbirds are ravens, so. Or, I mean, ravens are blackbirds. Dragon, yes, yeah, I do take photos of the portraits. Yeah. So to anyone who's just jumping in right now, this might look a little boring, but this is basically the aftermath of the ritual, and I'm kind of waiting for it to be done by itself, for the energies to yeah, just be done doing what they wanted to do. Now, Ginny, maybe it does relate. Who knows? I mean, after all, you're part of this ritual, so who knows? Maybe it was about you losing your eye for knowledge. Who knows? It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Hey, Hombracito. Just letting this thing run its course. a bit more. I think it's almost. Wow. It's so interesting how some candles burn up so much faster than others when they're the same, almost the same sizes. Like, how can that be? And I think that it has to do with just some spirits. You actually in using that energy. That's what I think. That they're actually building on it, so to say. Whereas others are just I don't know, taking their time, I suppose. Save some for later. Yeah, the black one. I guess that's maybe the black one is done. But I really need to take like a picture of how the white one is developing. Like it looks like I don't. This it sounds very weird, but what I'm seeing with my like the naked eye, that is Facebook. I mean YouTube is making it too pixelated, but it looks almost like some sort of Stonehenge. Like this, it's making these pillars in the candle wax. It's very like there's this sort of wall standing up around it, and it has these little pillars. It's I wish I could just upload the original video or something, what it's filming right here, versus what is actually being shown, being streamed. It's different. But it is what it is. That's why I think it's a good choice that I decided to just keep the camera rolling, and yeah, people can just skip through if they think it's becoming boring. But it's so different. All of them are so burning in such different ways while they're similar candles. But yeah, Ethan, what you said, maybe the colors indeed, and there's also essential oils in them. So different materials. One of the white one is made of coconut wax, I believe, and the others are made of others like plant material, but not coconut. So yeah. See there, look, the monkeys. See that's Loki's presence. I mean, someone has to represent him there. You're getting yeah. It's not that like they smell very strongly, or maybe it's. I got a few other, like all of them have essential oils, so it becomes like a circus of scents here. It's yeah, it's not really like maybe the scent would come out better if you burn them one by one, but I got like this whole palette of colors and scents right here. I don't know why I placed the letter, the S, I placed it upside down. That's funny. Maybe I can just, yeah, a scent circus, yeah. Maybe I can just get a sort of screenshot of what I'm seeing right here. No. I'm afraid I'm going to risk, I'm going to risk cutting off the live stream. I see that other people are watching too. I think, by all means, join in the chat room. You can just have a chat as this ritual burns out. See? So, don't be shy. Leave a comment, ask something, whatever. If you feel like talking. Also, I don't advertise myself a lot, but maybe I should be doing a bit more of that. And if you like what you're seeing here, don't forget to please subscribe, like and subscribe, because I could definitely use that boost a little bit, as having 1,000 subscribers is definitely going to open up a lot of more possibilities for content and live streams and all that. So on American, how Odin is portrayed, what he thinks of how he's portrayed on American Gods, I wouldn't know. What's American Gods? What is that? Never heard of that. I do think that his his appearance in the Thor movies I think that's quite on point in a way. That's quite accurate to a degree. Like, of course, they took some artistic liberties as that, but yeah. I'm gonna have to watch American Gods then. You know what? I'm gonna try to just sit over there. See if I can still. This is. I got this whole construction here. Hope it's not gonna fall over. It's probably gonna be fine. I cannot watch American Gods because I'm not American. Now that's interesting. I mean, I'm working with Norse gods right here, and I'm not a Viking. I mean, I have family in Norway, but I'm not Norwegian. So that doesn't matter. You're a naturalized citizen, yeah, but I mean, what's American anyway, right? I just realized I might have pissed off some people with that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful to my American friends, but I mean, it's such a young nation anyway. So, yeah. You think I look fucking mad? Rad? Oh, rad. I thought you said mad. I mean, I can. Like, the screen is at a bit of a distance, so I have a hard time reading stuff. Yeah, I feel weird. But kind of cool, though. I feel demonic, if that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Nina. I would have thought that by now the paint would have just melted off or something, but it's still on. So it's pretty good stuff. That's cool. Yeah, heel Odin. Skull. We say proost. Mm. Speaking of Odin, his candle is doing some very weird stuff. That is wow. It's leaked wax all over the place. And it's like what I don't know what the fuck is happening here. It's like they're claiming territory almost. This is wow. Okay, you guys, it's not visible on because it's so pixelated, but Odin's wax has gone all the way like it's leaked on the table, and it's gone around the circle around this incense thing right here, and touching the bottle as well. I have to be careful that that's not gonna burst. And then there's the one for the horse that's staying quite neat. Like it's also leaked, but it's still. Oh, it's like weird. And then this one, as the black one here, as Ethan pointed out, Ethan Ross, you pointed out earlier that this candle was so that it was so stable, like stabilized, and the wax has dripped out in a straight line. Just compared to the others, very calm, like just a straight line. Odin's wax is all over the place. The horse's wax is also kind of not as much all over the place. And then this one is just a straight line. And if I'm not careful, it's gonna drip on the ground. I didn't know they could do that. Like I don't know how to how to I don't know. I'm gonna see in the morning like what sort of patterns they are. It's very interesting. And see, this is why the ritual wasn't done yet. This is exactly why. Yeah, I definitely had to give them the chance to do this. Yeah, I can definitely see Odin is the type that wants to claim his territory, maybe a little bit. Yes, yeah, yeah. I think he can be like that. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm getting so tired trying to keep myself awake. Do you ever get this, you know, when you're doing some sort of ritual and you just want it to be done, but it's not done? I keep looking at my own hands. It's like weird since I see myself in the in the video. It's like wow. And I will definitely keep the people that are part of it. I will keep them updated on how it's going. And I'm sure, I'm very interested in all your feedback as well. If you noticed anything or Any differences, appearances, who knows, whatever is going to happen after this ritual, I would certainly, I would be very curious to know. Um, as for me, of course, that's also a way to find out if it works. Um, the things that I'm doing, I can always use feedback, good and bad feedback, both. So, yeah, I want to have a guest on sometime, but I don't know how to do that. That's, one of the things. Um, that's why I need 1,000 subscribers. It gives me a lot more liberty to do what I want. Um, with right now, I need to use a special program to just do live streams using my phone because I don't really have a camera, but my phone is good enough. But it's a lot of hassle. I mean, previously you could do live streams just from your mobile phone, and that way I could just place my phone there and press stream and it would be done, and I wouldn't have to almost look like, use binoculars to see what's going on in the chat room, which is all the way over there. Because I have to use the PC now. So that's that. Yeah, these candles, they look beautiful. It's definitely like I said, to the people who are just joining in, this whole ritual, this whole night has come with so much obstacles, and yeah, it's like magic. I had to do it, and it's even the moment I started putting on my makeup, my headache went away. I had a huge headache that was also kind of debilitating, and it's just along with what I already said, the moment when I entered the store and all that, yeah. Anyone who's just joined in is just gonna have to scroll back for that one. Yeah, sure. I would like to hear what your thoughts are on Rosito. Wait, Ethan, you run OBS on your PC and then call yourself on the phone? Yeah, that's a pain indeed. I think I think I could have a guest over using Skype, but my computer, I have a very old computer, and it's already uh, pretty slow. As you can see, the image quality, the upload quality is not it's not optimal as it is. If I were to have a guest over, it's going to be worse. So, yeah. Let's just see how it goes. With Facebook, it's easier, but Facebook sadly seems to have a timing limit. Like after 45 minutes or something, I get cut off. And they're very strict with music and all that stuff. But yeah, I knew this was gonna take very long. So yeah, I'm not sure how long this is going on right now already. But the videos like this cannot be done on Facebook. And they don't allow enough time. Yeah, it should be easier. I mean, yeah, it was easier, until they got this new rule that you have to have 1,000 subscribers to stream from your phone. And imagine, all the possibilities when you can stream from your phone. You can should like do live streams on different locations. Right now, I'm bound to the like being near my PC at least. And if you can imagine being able to do like outside rituals and whatever and do that live, you can use your phone for that. But right now, I can't. Bound bound by the USB connection cable to my PC. It's like this candle almost looks like what you call honeycomb. Honeycomb? Like what the bees with the beeswax? The pattern like that. It's very interesting. Someone you can trust could stream for you, that doesn't make sense because it would have to be on their channel then. That's the problem. Oh yeah, give them my key. Yeah, it's something to look into. I mean, I tried, we tried doing a live stream together, but I would be as a guest on my friend JD Temple's channel, and that was already like it's very messy, and it didn't used to be that way. It didn't used to be so hard to just have a guest over. So, but I will be having a special guest over soon, as soon as basically. Um, but yeah, that's been in the yeah probably. So, but I think most of you guys are on my Facebook page as well, and I can always upload it here later on. So yeah. Oh, it looks like one of the candles has kind of broken off. That's also very interesting. this is almost done. It's so kind of cool how King Paimon takes this lead, like, he'll let me know when the ritual is done, as he's the mediator. So when his candle burns out, it's like, it's interesting because it's like he, as the mediator, he decides the pace of the ritual, and yeah, very grateful for him for doing that, for making that translation. It just sucks that I can't just grab the camera and film like his candles right here. But it could really be like any moment now. It's getting very, very big right now, and then yeah. I think this goes to show how powerful he is, how much power he has on this planet compared. Oh, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna compare him to other spirits, but he definitely has a very, very strong and yeah, very, very strong and very quick. Like, I think he's just making his own candle go this fast. Is yeah, to decide the timing. Yeah, exactly, Ethan. That's the bubbly, goofy side of Paimon. That's basically also um, his Loki side. Um, the way, like, I'm getting this right now. Yeah, receiving live gnosis. I suppose something like that. But um, I'd say Paimon, after all, he is like the Goetia demon version, but it's kind of like maybe he has bits of all of his aspects, like a sort of a mix of that. He is to me, he is Ptah, the Egyptian god, as well as Hephaestus, the Greek god, and Loki, but sort of all put together and branded as demon, sort of. And probably they did that to the rest. Like, it's sort of similar with the other demons in the Goetia too. Possibly they could be a combination of older aspects in a demonic form. So yeah, he's Lord of the Yeet. Well, just as I'm, talking about how his flame is going so fast, I just realized that he is a fire spirit and a god of fire in everything. That's his connection is always there's always something with fire. As Ptahi is a god of fire, and the forge, like blacksmith, that's the same with Hephaestus, also a god of creation. And they're like baking baking the humans, or he breathed fire in the heart of humanity. That was what his part in creation, and as that he became a god of creativity as well. But yeah, we're talking about Paimon here and not about Odin. That's interesting. But Loki, Loki is also he is a fire giant. So that's and I'm kind of thinking that maybe every spirit has a trickster side to them that is expressed in a different aspect. I see Belial and Thor are also connected to the same, are also part of the same being. So it's this is also why Thor and why Belial and King Paimon are often so tight, like they're so close together, often appearing together and working together, is because they're basically also Thor and Loki. But yeah, Belial being a trickster aspect of Thor. So yeah, Ginny, blacksmith. King Paimon is a blacksmith. that's that's that. It's one of his one of the characteristics that sort of keeps coming back. It's fire and the forge, um, and creativity, artisans. Yeah. As Hephaestus, he made the weapons of the gods. He was also the one. Prometheus stole the fire from him, and yeah, Paimon has fire all over him, so it shouldn't have been a surprise that his candle's burning so fast. Azazel, what do you mean with Azazel too? He's not. If you're talking about Azazel related to fire, he's not as much related to fire as King Paimon is, as Azazel is more of a god of war. That's you would have King Paimon forge the weapons for Azazel to use, in a way. That's maybe their connection. No, Azazel's not the blacksmith. No, he teaches the art of warcraft and he governs the energy use of war, but he's not the one who makes the weapons. That's the difference. The blacksmith makes the weapons. The warrior uses the weapons, and and probably asks what like what weapons to make and stuff. And Ginny, answers to what? I think I lost a few things there, like part of the conversation. Oh, there's just a few more, just a little bit of wick left. Almost done. I cannot post pictures to YouTube, but I'm definitely gonna upload pictures on Facebook so you guys, everyone can see the difference in how the candles burned out and the shapes the shapes that are taking place over here. It's amazing. Like, wow. The third secret of Fatima. Well, I never heard of that. It's almost like a countdown to when it's done. Oh wow, the black candle is suddenly going very fast too. Wow. can definitely see like the horse and the ravens here. They're definitely using up, like they're taking it in, I think. Whereas Odin is probably, oh yeah, like I said, he's probably already very much represented and honored. So yeah, add a little bit more of these things, just a bit on the plate. Is that the last bit? I keep saying it's just seconds away, but so says last. If you can, guys can see it, this is interesting as well, as the black candle is almost, it's like it's almost entirely done as well. That. That sure is weird. Yep. Oh wow. This black candle is going out. It's gonna be done. It's completely burned up. I can see the end of the wick. That is guys, this is crazy. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. Like, oh my god. You cannot make this stuff up. I hope you guys get to see like a better Like, yeah, I'm gonna take pictures once it's done. Just kind of wished I had put some sort of container. That flame right now is this big. Like, it's all the way on the top. I mean, on the bottom. Just gotta keep an eye on it because I do not want anything to catch fire or something like that, but I don't think it's gonna happen so easily. As it's just a small candle. Wow. This is huge. Like, this is a very big flame right here. Might have to put it out myself. I'm not very comfortable with very big flames, but well, this is another obstacle. Huge obstacle for me. So like I said, I'm a bit scared of fire, so having a big flame like this is not very comfortable for me. And then there's Odin's candle as well. It's going very quick. Wow. And then there's King Paimon's candle still going. Yeah, reason why this is going so fast is because the wax is dripping out and away. At very high speed. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this out. I think this is not. I'm not very comfortable with this. Is my dog drinking? Oh, well, King Paimon's candle is out, so this one is going out as well. There. Well, that's it then. Um, Good night, everyone. I'm going to process all of this. Definitely gonna take pictures. Um, Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for joining in. And yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I hope you enjoyed it for sure. And yeah, I'm definitely interested in feedback and all that. So, thanks, guys, and good night.